Hey, what's up YouTube? Kelly here from kellypaints.com. And today I have my favorite product of the month video. Without further ado, that product is Winsdor & Newton masking fluid. This is the coolest thing since sliced bread. I didn't even know it existed until I started watching videos on YouTube. I think I actually found this from La Cree Fine Art. Her channel's fabulous. If you haven't checked it out yet, you need to. I'd link all of this stuff in here, but I officially don't know how to do that yet, so I am still learning how to do that. But I did get this from Amazon.com. I know that I was at Michael's the other day and I did see that they did have this there as well. I think it was about $6.99 or so. If you have a Michael's coupon, it kind of ends up being a lot cheaper depending on what coupon you have. So I'm gonna jump right into this video on my flamingo from my Inktense tutorial last week to show you how it works, and I hope you like it. Okay, so I have my masking fluid here and I'm applying it with my paintbrush. You will notice that the masking fluid that I have actually has a yellow tint to it, which makes it way easier to apply than a white one, because it would basically look like Elmer's glue instead of something different. The thing you want to keep in mind with this is that it's very watery. So you're going to want to apply thin layers. Like, I thought you had to apply it really thick to keep the drawing protected, but you really don't need that thick of a coat. I mean, you want a decent amount, but you don't need to load your paintbrush. You can see at the bottom I had way too much on there, so it's got like a little drop at the bottom. And so during this process, you can just layer color, water, basically anything, and that masking fluid will protect those lines. And I really wish that I knew about this stuff in the past, because it can be used on canvas, it can be used with acrylics, watercolor, basically any art medium that I'm aware of. Airbrushing too, and apparently there's this thing called Frisket, which it's actually low-tack tape that comes in sheets and you can actually cut out. So like if you wanted to airbrush your background, you could do that as well, and your drawing would stay protected, the part that you wanted to keep white anyway. And my work used to be such a mess back in the day, like trying to paint around, because you didn't want to paint the background first, because then it would be hard to get your color correct on your subject if it already had, you know, like if this was that dark and then I tried to paint on top of that, it would have been basically impossible. So I had basic outlines from me just trying to get like a lot of brush strokes around my actual focal point of my piece. Like whatever my subject was, there was like a halo around all of it back before I found this. So I really like this stuff. It is super handy. It's fairly easy to apply, and it does come off relatively easy. And if you guys do want to check out the full tutorial on this Inktense Flamingo, I will have a card pop up and you can check that out. Adjusting my tape there, and we're going to start peeling this off here in just a second, and you can see how easy this stuff is to come off. I'm just drying to make sure my background's dry with my hair dryer right now, and then I will be going in and pulling this off. Like I said, this stuff is so cool. I couldn't believe it. Look, it just comes off so easy. And from what I understand, you have to have a good quality paper with this. I'm using Fabriano Artistico hot pressed 140 pound watercolor paper, I believe. And I mean, I did want to try different kinds of paper with this. So this is the first one that I've gotten, but this one was totally fine. Like, I don't think you'd be able to really do this with like sketchbook paper or you know, computer paper, but I have not tried it on that yet, so I do not know, but it does work on the Fabriano Artistico quite well. I will try to link all the stuff that I'm using in this video in the video description. I'm just still working on trying to figure out how to do everything associated with this. I'm still relatively new to YouTube, so video and video editing and everything that goes along with it is very hard for me to learn because I'm usually not a tech person. So this has been a bit of a challenge for me, but see how easy this comes off. And all your stuff is protected. Those lines are so straight and so well defined, so you can come in and not have to worry about fixing your edges. And that is it. So that's it for this video, you guys. Winsor & Newton masking fluid is definitely my favorite product of this month. I hope you get a chance to pick it up and try it out for yourself. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you have tried Winsor & Newton masking fluid before, drop me a comment below and let me know what you thought of it. And I will see you guys next week.